My desire to make this pie is dwindling as every moment passes. So we're going to just have a chill pie moment. And I'm gonna make pie. This is like also a recipe development situation because I straight up don't want to do this and never have done this before, like most things in my life. But allow me to take one for the team and try to make a caramel apple pie for funsies, so you maybe have to if it's good. Starting with a pie crust. If you have a pre-made pie shell, that would be better. I don't. Aldi didn't have one and I wasn't going to another store. So we're using this. I'm gonna take the parchment sheet that came with it, press it down, and I'm gonna throw some, I probably should stab it a little, huh? I'm a baker, but not a pie maker. There's difference. Tripping over everything in your kitchen is a requirement. I'm going to put some rice in here to hold the pie down. I purchased a lot of apples to make this pie, and then my children ate most of them, so I'm gonna peel what I have left. Apples are peeled, so now I'm going to slice them, and I'm just gonna use my little contraption here to slice them into small pieces. And I'm throwing them right into a saucepan. All right, my apples are all sliced, and now I'm going to do some controversial shit. Because I'm making a caramel apple pie, the base for caramel is butter, heavy cream, and brown sugar. So we're gonna add that in, but we're also going to add in pumpkin pie spice because I enjoy pumpkin pie spice and things like this. You could just add cinnamon or nutmeg, or don't, because that's controversial in itself. So pumpkin pie spice, however much you feel necessary. I feel that's necessary. Throw your butter right on in. Oh shit, I need to get out more butter then for the crumble topping, because this is gonna have a crumble topping, not a pie shell top, not like a pie crust topping. I'm going to add some heavy cream. I probably should be doing this in a completely different order, but I literally do not care. All right, I'm going to add in some brown sugar and then some salt to bring out the flavors, just a little bit. You don't want it too salty, but think like salted caramel pie. And I'm gonna go pop this on the heat and we're gonna let it simmer. All right, I got too hot, so I changed my outfit. But I have my pie crust out of the oven. My apples are simmering. There's definitely way too much liquid in there, so I'm gonna have to like just scoop them out with a slatted spoon. It's gonna be fine. It's pie. It's not a real recipe. Like, no one's making this. I'm making this, and I'm just hanging out with you and showing you because I was going to do a recipe and I was gonna recipe develop and I was gonna do all the things, but I can't. I'm done with Thanksgiving. And this is topping our pie. The UPS man's coming. Some amount of brown sugar, some flour, and some oats. That looks good. Take my pastry cutter, and I'm just gonna cut that butter right in. This is my pie crust par baked. This smells phenomenal, but I'm gonna take this spider and just scoop out my apples, my cooked apples, and I'm gonna leave the syrup in here and I'm gonna let it like cook down, and it's gonna make a pretty caramel for on top. I have apples in a pie shell. And I have these caramel bits that I'm going to kind of sprinkle in here and then zhuzh around. This is what makes it a caramel apple pie, I guess. I'm gonna top it with my streusel. I'm gonna throw it in the oven and we're gonna hope that it turns into something. And maybe my caramel will turn into something too. We'll see. I forgot I was cooking caramel sauce and my caramel sauce broke. So I added cold butter and a little bit more cream, and then I whisked it vigorously. And now I have this really beautiful homemade caramel and it tastes delicious. But look at this glorious caramel sauce I made. This is my caramel apple pie. That was something I didn't think anyone would want to make, but maybe you do. It smells delicious. I'm gonna need to let it cool, and then I'll give it a taste later, probably after dinner. So I'll see you then. It is now time for us to try our pie, and my kids are very excited. Because I know what you're thinking. Is it even good? And I sure hope so, because I've been waiting on this pie all day. This is my caramel apple pie, and I am so excited to try it. Let's give it a taste. Oh, really good. This is a win. But of course it's good. I made it. Follow along for more whatever this was.